She's a worthless and disrespectful bitch.
I will never allow you to marry such a woman.
With those words, my sister's head was drenched in a brown liquid. My sister begged me to come with her because she was anxious, and I followed her to the meeting with her in-laws for my sister's wedding. At the fiancé's family home, unbelievable treatment awaited us. I was verbally abused to the point of shaking with anger alongside my beloved daughter, and my sister, who was supposed to be happy, had coffee spilled all over her head. I can't take it anymore. With the sound of something snapping, I stood up. Just as I was about to grab a person who drenched my sister in coffee,
Don't be mean, okay?
the innocent voice of my 5-year-old daughter changed the atmosphere completely. And then, I nodded to myself, let's end it here.
I am truly sorry.
How many times have I seen my sister's back as she apologized? And how many times did I make her apologize? My name is Jim Taylor, 20 years old. Suddenly, the memories of the past came back to me through a dream I had a long time ago. It was my pathetic past. A hopeless person, always causing trouble for others.
Jim, I want you to be someone who cares for others, so always consider the people around you in your actions.
My mother would often say to me as a child, we were a poor single-parent family. Losing my father early, my mother was often sick and bedridden. My sister Ava, who was 3 years older than me, always wore dirty clothes that didn't match our sizes.
Here comes the poor siblings. How filthy.
Every time we were teased at school, I would cry to my sister, why only us suffering like this? I wanted to retaliate, filled with frustration. She told me in the same way as my mother,
Jim, even if you're hurt, you can't hurt others. Even if you're sad, you can't make others sad.
But
my sister would gently pat my head, trying to console me.
It's okay. When I grow up, I'll work a lot. I'll become wealthy and make you and Mom happy.
But I couldn't keep believing those words forever. Our situation wasn't something that could be changed with one person's effort. Rather, it just got worse, something I painfully learned by the time I reached middle school. Finally, my frustration exploded.
Jim, you fought again, didn't you? I told you to stop.
shut up. They started it.
Where are you going? It's midnight already.
Leave me alone.
I used to skip classes and get into fights on a daily occurrence. I also made a big noise in the middle of the night with friends and rode off on my friends' motorcycles. I did all the mischief I could think of, causing trouble for everyone around me.
I am truly sorry.
Cleaning up my mess was always my sister's role. When I was picked up by the police, she would rush to the station, and whenever complaints came from school or neighbors, she would promptly apologize. I never really understood the hardship my sister went through. So, I could carelessly throw such words at her.
You always come running when called. Are you always free?
Jim, you have no idea.
If you're free, you should get a job. Don't waste your time on me.
Maybe you're right.
Ava chuckled softly and didn't even try to scold me. Later, I realized it wasn't that she couldn't argue back. By then, Ava just didn't have the energy left to argue. Ava collapsed from overwork a few days later.
Jim, I fixed your school uniform. Try not to tear it again, okay?
What are you doing? You were told to rest, weren't you?
but I need to make dinner for Mom. It's also her bath day.
Ava, looking more white than blue, as if she could collapse at any moment, staggered to the kitchen. Even I could tell that this was a crisis. As soon as she returned from the hospital, she started doing housework again.
That's right. I need to make a call. I've caused trouble by collapsing.
A call to where?
The convenience store around the corner. I work there.
Work, you mean?
That was the first time I learned that Ava had a job. It was obvious, even without thinking. Mom was bedridden, and I was still in middle school. Ava, who was in high school, was the only one who could support our family. What did I mean by get a job? She had been doing that all along.
Working, doing housework, taking care of Mom. Then, what about high school?
To my question, Ava responded with a sad smile.
I quit a while ago, but it's okay. I was mostly sleeping during classes anyway.
Are you sure?
At that moment, I felt as if I had been punched in the head. The daily fatigue and, without a doubt, it was my fault. Ava came to pick me up from the police station and school, even if it was in the middle of the night. I was the one stealing the rest time from my exhausted sister. The foolish me doing whatever I wanted without knowing anything.
I'll do it, give it to me.
I had taken the frying pan from her. Then, I pushed my wide-eyed sister into her bedroom.
Wait, Jim, you don't know how to cook.
I'll do it from now on. Laundry, cleaning, taking care of Mom, all of it.
Jim, thank you.
Pushing Ava along, I was crying my eyes out. She was so happy when she started high school. How hard and sad it must have been for her to decide to quit. The more I thought about it, the more pathetic I felt, and tears came streaming down.
Sorry. From now on, I'm going to stop bothering you.
When I muttered quietly, Ava turned around, smiled, and patted my head like she used to.
I'll teach you cooking tomorrow. For today, can you hand the laundry? And if possible, I'd like you to go shopping too.
I'll do it. I'll go shopping too.
Thank you, Jim.
Her expression was apologetic, yet relieved. I felt a sharp pain in my chest, realizing how much pressure Ava had been carrying alone, and I swore never to forget that pain. I've decided that I'll never, ever act selfishly and stupid again. From now on, I would do whatever I could for my family. Under Ava's guidance, I learned all about household chores, and eventually, taking care of our mother became primarily my responsibility. At the time, I was already a freshman in high school, but I decided to drop out.
I'll start working in April. If I work, it leaves the financial burden a bit.
But are you sure about that?
I've already decided.
Despite my sister's objections, I started working part-time immediately after dropping out of high school. First at a construction site, then at a factory, and cleaning at a hotel. And for the past 2 years, I've been working in the kitchen at a chain restaurant. The cooking skills Ava taught me paid off, and I gained a reputation for being efficient. However, once you've strayed from the path, it's not easy to regain trust. At 20, I was reminded of this fact. Excuse me.
Whoa, what do you want?
I had merely approached to discuss my shift. The female manager exaggeratedly jumped back, immediately putting distance between us.
I'm still not used to him. It's startling.
I get it. He's kind of scary.
He was quite the troublemaker, right? Is it really okay to employ him?
While whispering with the other staff, the manager glared at me cautiously. At all my previous jobs, rumors about me always somehow surfaced. Because of them, I've had trouble with relationships at work and have even been fired. So I'm not hurt by such attitudes anymore. I'm the cause after all. I don't even have the right to be hurt. The past can't be changed, so all I can do is act in a way that earns trust going forward. Manager, I can take on more shifts next week.
Hope that would help. We're short-staffed.
Even as she spoke, I could tell what the manager was really thinking.
Working so much, what does he spend his money on? Must be something sketchy, no doubt. I don't really want to give him more shifts. What if he brings bad company or suddenly stops coming?
Ignoring such farts, I continued my work silently. Then, one day, a very eccentric newcomer came along that made everyone lose interest in me.
Well, so he's the ex-bad boy I've heard about, seeing one for the first time.
What?
The manager, who had been spreading rumors about me, was taken aback by the cheerful exclamation
What's going on?
that came from the new part-timer, a college student named Olivia. With her overly polite and airy way of speaking, she seemed out of place in a mere chain restaurant, like something out of a storybook, with an innocent and airy appearance. And she made frequent outrageous statements. Though she had only recently joined, she was already the center of attention.
So, I was being nice and warned her, stay away from Jim, he's trouble. Then Olivia said she was interested in bad boy. Olivia's really an odd one.
She's so naive.
While the manager whispered rumors, Olivia herself seemed oblivious, diligently taking notes on how to clean. I think she's a good person, but why me? You should ask someone else.
No, that's not true. Your skills are amazing, Jim.
Skills, but I just follow the manual.
Such efficient movements. Watching you, I can't help but admire.
Oh. She would often come close and praise me excessively. Being more accustomed to disdain than praise, I felt awkward. Her presence somehow threw me off balance. I'm not the good person you seem to admire, Olivia.
Really?
Things like duty and brotherhood. Some people might have them, but not me. Without caring if I shattered her illusion, I laid out the truth. I was just someone who caused trouble for others. I used to fight daily just to vent my frustrations. And I had unilaterally cut ties with the friends I used to hang out with. Disappointed. Reality is different from movies and dramas. I deliberately pushed her away to create a barrier so she wouldn't come any closer. I couldn't afford to lose my job over some baseless rumor, especially since my mother was hospitalized and Ava and I were struggling with the expenses. Learn the job from someone else. Honestly, it's annoying to have you around.
Yes, thank you for your guidance.
Her drooping shoulders made me feel a twinge of guilt, but earning money for my family was more important to me. However, a few days later, an incident occurred at work. The cash from the register had vanished overnight.
You were on the late shift last night, Jim. Was it you?
What? The manager accused me in front of all the staff. A murmur spread through the gathered crowd, mixed with confusion and voices saying, "I knew it." Wait, I didn't do anything.
Were you taking extra shifts just to look for a chance to steal?
That's not true.
Is that so? I can't trust you. No matter how much you claim to have reformed, words are just words, aren't they? And you seem to be in need of money. You're the only one with a motive.
The manager's words led my colleagues to nod in agreement. For the past 2 years, I have worked more diligently than anyone, even taking on shifts during busy periods, including the Christmas holiday. I thought I'd been steadily building up my credibility. Was that all just in my head? As harsh gazes converged on me, I felt the world darken and became rooted to the spot. But then, it happened.
Jem is not the culprit.
There was one person who stood up for me. It was Olivia.
Jem is not the kind of person to steal someone else's money. I believe that.
She spoke out with trembling legs and teary eyes, facing the piercing stares that must have made her want to cry instantly.
Do you have any evidence, Olivia?
Evidence is, well,
See, there isn't any, right?
but it wasn't Jem.
Olivia, why are you defending him?
She stubbornly continued to assert my innocence. Eventually, the manager conceded and conducted a thorough investigation, revealing that a staff member who had the day off but was scheduled for the same night shift was the culprit. The manager apologized to me. "Thanks, Olivia," I said awkwardly, expressing my gratitude, and then asked her why she believed in me without any evidence. Olivia just smiled broadly and innocently replied,
A person who's good at cleaning can't be bad. The boss in a movie said so.
"The boss. Olivia, you watch gangster movies."
Yes, I love them.
Could Olivia, with her fluffy and gentle demeanor, really be a fan of such movies? Imagining her seriously watching a movie, I couldn't help but burst into laughter. I can't picture it at all.
It's a wonderful world. Jim, would you like to join me sometime?
Join you. Olivia looked at me curiously as I laughed, clutching my stomach. Then she started laughing with me. We both laughed for a while. This day brought us closer in no time. 7 years later, I married Olivia and we live together. We have one daughter, Emma, who is now 5 years old. Today, we are visiting my mother and sister Aves at our old home.
Ava. Hey, look at Ava.
Emma, don't bother your aunt. Weren't you supposed to be well behaved today?
It's okay. I'm done preparing. Come here, Emma.
Ava.
Emma, with a big smile, ran into Ava's open arms. Even before she could speak properly, Emma was very attached to Ava. Emma dreams of being a convenience store manager like Ava.
I want to be like Ava because she's so cool.
Really? That's nice to hear. What do you find cool about me?
Your clothes, and also,
By clothes, Emma means the uniform Ava always wears. Continuing to work at the convenience store, Ava eventually became the manager. Emma often pleads to visit Ava's store. Luckily, my mother has recovered from her illness. She still lies in bed most of the time, but seems to be much more energetic than before. Amidst these happy times at home, a major announcement came. Ava was getting married,
I wonder if he's okay with me not even finishing high school.
but Lucas said, "It's because it's you, Ava. He's a good man."
Yeah.
Ava's fiancé, Lucas, is a banker at a major bank branch managed by his father. His grandfather used to be a banker, and most of his relatives are lawyers, doctors, teachers. He was born and raised in an elite family, but Lucas is a down-to-earth and friendly man despite his elite background. Their meeting happened at the convenience store where Ava is the manager. Lucas, who visited as a customer, fell in love at first sight, and gradually they started to interact. Recently, he proposed, and today, Ava is visiting his parents' house to meet with them.
I'm actually a bit anxious. Our backgrounds are so different. I wonder if his parents will accept me. I shouldn't be doubting this since I've decided to marry him.
Since the engagement, Ava has been mostly happy, but occasionally looks worried. Her concerns stemmed from being a high school dropout and raised in a single-parent family. Worrying that the difference in social status was too great.
I splurged on this dress, but from their perspective, it must look cheap.
Says. Maybe sensing Ava's unease, Emma looked up at her and said,
Ava looks so pretty today, like a princess.
Really, Emma? Do you think so?
Yes.
Emma's innocent smile finally brought a smile to Ava's face, easing her anxieties somewhat. Then, Ava made an unexpected request.
Jim, will you come with me?
What?
Lucas will be waiting there, but going alone feels daunting. Normally, parents would go, but Mom can't. Please, would you?
But what can I do there?
Just having you there would be comforting. Please.
While holding Emmy on her lap, Ava pleaded desperately. She has been forced to be the mainstay of this family since she was a teenager, carrying everything on her own. With a sick mother and a troubled younger brother, she has continued to work even when her own health was poor to pay for her mother's hospitalization. After years of hard work, she is finally trying to find happiness, so how can I, who has caused her so much trouble, not help sister? All right, I'll go with you.
Really?
Ava's face lit up. Then Emma jumped down from her lap and exclaimed,
Emma is going too.
What? Emma?
Going out with Papa and Ava, right? I want to go.
Emma.
She insisted on joining us. Not fully understanding where we were going. We're not going for fun, Emma. We'll call your mom soon, so you should stay at home with her.
No. I want to go with you.
Emma, don't be so stubborn. As I scolded her, Emma's eyes quickly filled with tears. Realizing this was getting out of hand, she soon threw herself into Ava's arms, crying,
Ava, Papa is.
Oh, the dress got stained. Sorry, sis, I'll move her away.
It's okay. Maybe we should all go together, Emma.
Emma looked up, her face messy with tears and snot.
Really?
Yes. If Emma comes, it will make me feel even stronger.
No, we can't. It would be a bother to them. Despite my protests, Ava went to call Lucas. A few minutes later, she returned with a smile, saying,
His parents love children. They said it would be great for Emma to come along.
Yeah.
Really? While I felt a bit guilty for imposing on Lucas's family, their generosity made me hope that they would accept Ava as well. Feeling a bit relieved, we got ready, with Olivia bringing a suit for me and a nice outfit for Emma, and set off to Lucas's family home where he was waiting. Children, with their sometimes startlingly mature remarks, can really catch adults off guard. Perhaps children possess a unique intuition that adults lack. Emma's tantrum might have been a response to sensing something about the situation ahead. In hindsight, there were signs of unease, When we arrived, Yukis wasn't there to greet us, and we felt scrutinizing glances with every move until we entered the living room.
Where's Lucas?
Abel asked his parents after the initial greetings. Lucas's mother let out a heavy sigh.
He's not here.
How come?
It doesn't matter if he's not here. You will be leaving soon anyway.
Leaving? What do you mean?
Before Ava could finish, Lucas's mother smiled. It was a very nasty, horrifying laugh.
We invited you here to request that you break up with Lucas.
What?
What did you say? Ava and I exclaimed in unison, shocked. We were supposed to be here for their marriage. What was happening?
Say something, please. They don't seem to understand.
When the conversation turned to him, Lucas's father also spoke up. He crossed his arms, adopting a suddenly stern demeanor.
A high school dropout, presumptuously clinging to my son. It's clear, lack of education really does equate to a lack of shame.
Wait a second.
Lucas entered the room abruptly.
Lucas, where have you been?
I'm sorry, Ava. They wanted to talk privately first, so I was waiting in the back. I thought it was over by now. Dad, what are you saying?
If you heard, then you know. I meant exactly what I said.
That's right, Lucas. You don't need to choose someone from a single-parent family, someone of poor upbringing.
Lucas's parents disparaged Ava together.
They must be after our money, seducing our son like that. Our family has a prestigious lineage. We can't mix it with such worthless blood. Normally, one would withdraw themselves. But what shamelessness.
As you know, my husband is a branch manager at a major bank, and it's not far-fetched to say he might become the head of the main branch. To put it simply, he's of high status.
The deputy head of the main branch has a daughter about your age, Lucas. You understand what this means, right? Don't ruin my chances by getting entangled with some unworthy girl.
Ava is not an unworthy girl.
Lucas squeezed his fists and muttered, his voice shaking. It was a feeble attempt to defend her. Needless to say, it did nothing to stop his parents.
The conversation is over. Lucas, why don't you send them home now?
Look at that dress, so flimsy and cheap looking.
So no.
At the exchange between Lucas and his parents, Ava, who had been stunned, blushed and looked down. I couldn't hold back any longer. Stop insulting my sister.
I'm sorry, Jim.
I don't want your apology, Lucas. Weren't your parents supportive of this marriage?
I thought so, but...
Lucas hesitated, looking down. As my frustration grew at his indecisiveness, a cruel remark hit me.
This is what happens with the uneducated, recklessly having children. Such a pity.
What did you just say?
Pity. I hear you're a high school dropout too. With such parents, what future can that child possibly have? Normally people would show restraint, but here you are, bringing her along thoughtlessly. When parents lack common sense, it's the child who suffers. She really looks like she's from a bad upbringing.
Finally, the barrage of insults reached Emma, who had been sitting quietly all along. Was the permission to bring Emma along not because they liked children, but rather to find more faults and increase the grievances? I just can't tolerate this anymore. Not only my sister, but now even my daughter. just as I was about to stand up in anger, demanding they stop.
Enough already.
It was Ava who stood up first, with a look I had never seen before.
How dare you speak like that to my dear brother and niece? I don't care how prestigious your family is. To me, you are the shameless ones.
Ava.
Lucas, stay out of this.
Ava, with a fierce expression I had never seen before, confronted them, demanding an apology. But those she confronted quickly turned red with anger.
What a rude woman you are.
You told Lucas to shut up. I will never allow this marriage.
Hey! Before anyone could react, Ava was drenched from head to toe, her new dress stained brown. Lucas's mother had thrown coffee at her. Something inside me snapped. I really can't stand it anymore. I stood up, glaring at the person I was about to confront. However, an innocent voice suddenly spoke up, drawing the attention of everyone present.
I'll just cancel the account.
What?
Mom always says, don't deal with people you can't trust. Mean people are no good. Never deal with people like that.
Emma.
These people are mean, so we're canceling the account.
Right, isn't it? Emma looked up at me with shining eyes, probably repeating something she heard from her mother without fully understanding. I smiled and nodded affirmatively at her. Yes, Emma, let's cancel that account.
Yeah.
Since my daughter insists, we will be canceling our account with your bank.
Jim, what are you saying?
Lucas's parents looked confused, while Lucas began to panic, perhaps understanding the implication.
What nonsense. What's our account to you? Just petty cash, I suppose. Feel free to cancel it.
Mom.
Lucas was too late. With a grin, I said as if I had been waiting for those words. So we'll be withdrawing our deposit of $100 million.
What?
Is it 100 million?
Seeing their astonished faces, I couldn't help but give a wry smile, remembering a time when I probably had a similar reaction. Wait, isn't Olivia's dad the owner of that company? This revelation came after Olivia and I had been dating for a while, gradually considering marriage and sharing more about our families. Olivia bravely started to reveal information about her father, and I was astounded, my jaw nearly dropping.
Yes, my father is the president of Brown Securities.
Olivia disclosed, mentioning a corporation well known even to me. In essence, she was a corporate heiress. She mentioned working at the restaurant was for social experience.
Sorry for hiding it. Do you dislike me now?
No. For me, that was hardly a concern. My more pressing issue was about myself. Being a high school dropout, PUA, and supporting a sick mother through part-time jobs. I felt utterly mismatched with Olivia. Regardless of who Olivia's parents are, I could never dislike you.
Jim.
But I want to meet your parents once.
What do you mean?
I want to disclose my background to them first. I knew her parents would likely oppose our relationship. I was prepared to step back. I love Olivia, and I wanted her to be happy with someone who was worthy of her. Later, when I visited Olivia's home, I was greeted by a dry pop sound. What's happened?
Oh, Dad went overboard with the crackers. You're startled, Jim.
Oh, sorry. I believe in expressing feelings tangibly.
If it's about tangible expression, I've prepared a feast, right? Sorry, Jim.
Greeted by a couple who laughed warmly, and Olivia looking embarrassed behind them, I stood frozen, having braced myself for harsh words.
Welcome, Jim, to our home.
I'm happy to meet you. Please make yourself comfortable.
Come in, Jim.
I was welcomed with smiles from all three and a feast that barely fit on the table. Olivia's parents, my future in-laws, were genuinely welcoming me.
You know, I'm very grateful to you, Jim.
After the meal, Olivia's father said this with a gentle smile. Grateful, you say?
Yes, I've heard a lot about you from Olivia, including about your background.
Yes. As Olivia's father's expression turned serious, I straightened up. I wonder if they are against our relationship after all. Just then, he shed a tear. Oh no.
Well, sorry, just overwhelmed to finally meet you. I've always wanted to.
Why me, and why gratitude?
It's not someone like me. You are a benefactor to our family.
Why? He recounted the troubled past of the Brown family. Olivia's father, constantly engaged in strategic business dealings, faced many deceitful and manipulative people. Struggling against such individuals, he often took out his stress on Olivia and her mother at home.
Feeling remorseful afterwards, I felt I was the worst husband and father. Once, I even told my wife to leave with Olivia. This behavior changed Olivia. Though outwardly cheerful, she became inherently distrustful of people.
Such a thing is. I couldn't believe it. Because Olivia was the only one who had believed in my innocence. Then her father revealed the answer was me.
Right after she started her job, Olivia told me about a senior who was meticulous in cleaning and excellent at cooking. This senior never cheats or cuts corners.
That means.
So, I wanted to believe in that senior, and for the first time in a while, I saw Olivia smile. It had been a long time since I felt so at peace. I realized how painful it was to always be suspicious of others. So, I decided to try trusting people again. It was thanks to you, Jim.
By trying to trust others, the constant tension I felt was eased. I could go home in a peaceful mood, and the instances of snapping at my family decreased, and our family relationship improved significantly.
That's why you, Jim, saved our family. I can't express how happy I am that you're marrying Olivia.
No, not yet.
Huh? I thought you came today for a wedding. I can think of anyone more suitable for my daughter than you.
Oh. Her father had acknowledged me as a suitable match for Olivia.
Is it different?
No, of course not. I would like to marry your daughter. As I bowed, her father was overjoyed. And then, my welcome party started again at Olivia's parents' house.
However, in today's world, being a high school dropout must be tough.
He said, encouraging me to get a high school diploma first. Afterwards, he advised me to go on to college if I could. He offered to pay for the education, suggesting I could pay him back once I advanced in my career. Taking his advice, I started studying for the high school equivalency test while working, then went to college. During this time, I married Olivia, and we were blessed with a daughter who resembles her. Now, I'm a part of Olivia's family and working in her father's company. To avoid being labeled as just a nepotism hire, I worked hard to build credibility, and now I manage new employee training in the HR department. focusing on developing capable employees to repay the kindness shown to me. Our company has entrusted significant funds to your bank, built on the hard work of many employees, because the president trusted you. In business, we want to deal with trustworthy people, and as my daughter said, we can't do business with those we can trust, which refers to you.
Well.
Where had their earlier bravado gone? As I glared sharply, Lucas's parents shrank back. Changing attitudes based on someone's status is proof of unreliability, as my father-in-law taught me. I took Ava and Emma's hands, heading quickly to the exit. My sister, Ava, is important to me. I can't hand her over to people like you in this house. Goodbye.
Jim, Ava, I'm truly sorry.
These final words were directed at Lucas. I can't give my sister to a man who couldn't stand up to his parents and protect her. Even if he desired it, I couldn't consent to their marriage. As I vowed in my heart, I turned back to Ava. Let's go home, Ava.
Yes, let's go, Emma.
Yeah.
And so, the three of us left Lucas's family home. Ava didn't look back at her fiancé even once. That night, I explained to Olivia why Ava returned covered in coffee. I then apologized to her for deciding on my own that the account was closed. I'll cause trouble for your father and everyone at the company. I take all the responsibility.
Look at me, Jim. I'm not angry.
She said, prompting me to hesitantly look up. Olivia was smiling gently.
I would have done the same. I love your sister and want her to be happy. I can't forgive anyone who hurts her.
But
I haven't heard good things about that bank for a while now, so it will be fine. Besides, I trust you, Jim.
Her words affirmed my decision more than anything else. And as Olivia predicted, the bank's reputation had been declining, leading the president to close the account and move the company's funds to another bank. The branch manager, held responsible for losing a deposit of $100 million, was demoted and transferred to a remote branch. The branch manager and his wife had to move to a new location and gave up their luxury house they were so proud of without a second thought. Regarding the marriage, I heard that my sister decided to break up with Lucas herself.
He's kind because he probably couldn't abandon his parents. It just wasn't meant to be.
Ava, sorry. Despite her words, a lonely expression crossed her face. I looked at the man in front of me, as if to say, what will you do now? I never wanted to see you again. You couldn't protect my sister, and now you show your face. What are you thinking, Lucas?
I came here to.
Jim.
Since she wouldn't blame him, I did. If he fled now, I'd ensure he never approached my sister again. With that stern look, I awaited Lucas's response. He looked down briefly, then lifted his head, his eyes filled with determination.
I will sever ties with my parents.
Lucas.
What really matters to me is you, Ava.
He recalled the moment he fell in love with her. He was attracted to Ava's work efficiency and constantly smiling, even when she was busy.
It's a worthless job.
He was struck by how radiant Ava looked while she was working, realizing that he and his parents had been wrong, feeling as though he'd been hit in the head. Kneeling down, he took Ava's hand and spoke.
If I hadn't met you, I'd still be under my parents' control. Talking back to them was a first. I'll cut ties with them and leave the bank. I want to start over with my own strength. Can we start as lovers again, and someday, let me propose again?
Lucas, are you sure?
Tears fell as Ava's face crumpled with emotion. Then she silently nodded. Lucas stood up and deeply bowed to me.
I'll cherish her this time. Even if you can't trust me now, I'll work hard to earn it.
But to say I trust you is not something to be taken lightly. Trusting someone is a heavy decision. All I could say was, I trust my sis, the sister who decided to trust you.
Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
As my sister and Lucas exchanged smiles, I could see the look of happiness on my sister's face, and I was convinced. My judgment was correct. Eventually, they resumed their relationship smoothly. And just the other day, I was approached by my sister for advice. She asked if Emma could be the flower girl at her wedding. What would have become of me if my wife hadn't believed in my innocence when I was accused of stealing the cash register money? I would probably have become unable to trust anyone and returned to a troubled life. Trusting someone isn't easy, but that's what gives it such strength. Sometimes, it has the power to change one's own or someone else's life. I hope my beloved daughter can navigate this wisely. I won't say to trust everyone or to be suspicious of everyone first. When you decide to trust someone, I want you to trust them fully, and to love and be loved by those you truly believe in. That's all I wish for as her father,